My name is Caroline Poynton. Regarding this day back in Charles, because I am freaking correct about him. He's changed his religion to Islam. Yeah, he has.
Let me show you something really embarrassing. Check this out.
He's not acting anyway.
This old man that you're looking at,
He's not
right?
acting. What is it?
He
I don't
is
know what he is.
King Charles III. He is a simp for Islam. He is he's paying a visit to
He's a what?
Let me show you something really embarrassing. Check this out. This old man that you're looking at, this guy,
The king.
he is King Charles III. He is a simp for Islam. He is paying a visit to the Grand Mosque of, I don't know, Manchester or wherever. I don't know where he is. Irrelevant. Look at him. National embarrassment this guy is. He is simping for a religion
He is the devil.
that has been trying to destroy his religion, the church that he's the head of, for the last 1400 years. Well, the Church of England hasn't been around for 1400 years, but Islam has been around for 1400 years, and Islam has been trying to dismantle Christianity ever since it came into existence. This guy, King Charles, well, I call him Cuck Charles. It might seem a bit harsh, but it's not really. I mean, if you think about it, this is exactly what it means, is watching his religion getting attacked, screwed by another religion, and he's simping for it. What a disgrace. Look at that.
Yeah,
this is him.
It was a disgrace.
Look at him.
Cambridge
Central Mosque. Sorry, that's what it is. That's where you went. Cambridge, not Manchester. King Charles III. You know what? I was just brushing up on my English history. You know the name of the king during the last English Civil War of the 17th century? Oliver Cromwell won. His name was also King Charles I. King Charles I remains the only English monarch who was executed in public. And then Oliver Cromwell, as you know, became the dictator of England. Yeah. I think called it the Commonwealth of England until his death. And then I always forget his name, General Monk. He restored the monarchy, and he was King Charles I's son, King Charles II, and then he restored the monarchy. And after that, which was 1680s or something, and since then, this is the only Charles. There hasn't been any other Charles in between. This is why this is King Charles III. So King Charles I was executed, King Charles II was brought back, and this is King Charles III. I hope history doesn't repeat itself, because a lot of people, this is not just us activists saying that, a lot of people are saying that. People like Professor David Betts, who is an expert, he's an academic. He said that there's 1 in 5 chance that England might go through another civil war by 2030. 1 in 5 chance, okay? And why would that be? Why are people so angry? Look at this. This is why people are angry. Can you blame them? This is an old video. Check this out.
It's the devil, he's poltergeist.
Oh no, this is our lunatic. Forgot her name. This is our lunatic. She's a woke lefty lunatic. Yeah, this happened when he came to Australia. He's saying, this is not your land, you're not our king. She pretends to be, I think she's got some 20% Aboriginal in her. What's her name? Oh my gosh, she's that retard. What's her name? Oh yeah, Senator Lydia Thorpe. That's Lydia Thorpe. She's a senator. Senator Lydia Thorpe. Don't worry, she's a lunatic. But he deserved it. You know what? I have no respect for him. He is a cuck. He's not a King Charles. He's a cuck Charles. So anyways, I was listening to our former Prime Minister Tony Abbott, and he was saying that all of our Western democracies, especially in the Anglosphere, England is struggling the most. But then he also said what I often say, that great countries always have a way of fighting back. And I thought, you know what? That's true. Australia
But
did
England's
not
fucked.
become as great as it is by some accident. Yeah, sure, there are a lot of things that have to go in your way in order for things to work out, and that's the same with brilliant individuals as well. If certain things hadn't happened in their lives, then they might not have become successful. But overall, there still is a lot about the character of an individual that makes him successful. And it's the same for countries as well. My country of birth, Pakistan, it's a failed country. It's about 80 years old now. It's about 80 years old. And I'm 42 years old. And I grew up in Pakistan hearing that, oh, you know what, this is the year that Pakistan is going to rise and shine. But it's been 40 years, as I said. It's doing pretty poorly. And there is no hope in hell. It's going to do well. It'd be lucky to have its 100th anniversary. It's a failed state. Throughout its existence, it's been a failed state. I wish them well. I don't wish harm on them. Good luck to you. But then when you look at successful countries like Australia or Britain or Canada or America, the greatest experiment in nation building, all of these countries have gone through a lot, but they still have emerged as victorious. That says a lot about the character of these countries. But then I was thinking about the last English Civil War in the 17th century. And I was like, you know what? Oliver Cromwell, he became a dictator. What he should have done, when he overthrew King Charles, because he was a representative of the Parliament, and King Charles I didn't want to relinquish any power. So that resulted in civil war, blah, 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 and then he ended up getting killed. But Oliver Cromwell should have relinquished power, but he didn't, because power is very seductive. It seduces people. So even in the history of great countries, sometimes we get lucky. For example, with America, we definitely got lucky. I think a lot of historians agree that if George Washington wanted to become king, then he would have become king. But he didn't.
Disaster.
He did something that very rarely people do. Very rarely. Look around you, even today. Vladimir Putin, he doesn't want to relinquish power. He knows if he lets go of power, he's dead. So people don't let go of power, especially voluntarily. People don't do that. Oliver Cromwell didn't do it. We had to wait until he died. But George Washington did something amazing, and that happened. And I was listening to an American historian, and he was saying that had he left some ambiguity in the peaceful transfer of power, had he not been that forceful about the Constitution of the United States, which Thomas Jefferson wrote, or was he not supportive of that document, or had he not believed in democracy, had he left any ambiguity, had anything else happened slightly differently, America might not have become the country that it became. To this day, the American Revolution remains the only successful revolution in the history of humanity. Every other revolution has failed. So, yes, America ended up becoming one of the greatest countries on earth, but we still rolled the dice here and there. We got lucky. Now to come to Australia. Early Australian settlers had inherited strong British values regarding democracy.
Well, my family.
Did you know that Australia's first newspaper, The Australian, was the first independent newspaper in the Western world? Sorry, I don't know about America.
I'm American.
But Australia, we had a first independent newspaper in Australia before even England. It was completely independent. We inherited some good values of Britain, and we let go of some other values. Anyway, I'm digressing. My overall point is, yes, great countries have great character, and that character is often put through a stress test. And this is why I believe that all of our Western democracies right now are going through a stress test. We have people like Cuck Charles, who is completely ignorant of history. I mean, if someone tells you that, hey, you've got terminal cancer, as we have been telling these people that Britain, wake the hell up.
I am.
These people that you're kissing, they're not your friends.
No, they're not.
They want to overthrow you.
It's the devil.
Sure enough, 20 years ago, King Charles is a relic of the past. So maybe he grew up in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. So he grew up differently. He had different values. the world was very different back then. But do you not think that your entire civilization is at stake? Do you not think that maybe you should take a second opinion? Maybe all these people, all these Islamophobes who are
Yeah.
telling you, who are warning you about the dangers of Islam, regardless of what you have believed up until this point, that we're all one people, all cultures are equal, and
We're
we're all the
not.
same, we all
No,
bleed
we're not.
the same, blah blah blah. That's what you believed in for the longest time. But now more and more people are trying to warn you about the dangers Islamism poses. Your entire country's future is at stake. You have a country that has a 2,000-year-long history. All of that is at stake.
And what?
Maybe you should get a second opinion. Maybe, maybe. No, you don't even have to listen to the Islamophobes. You don't even have to listen to the
We're the other
extremists.
country in the world.
All you have to do
Oh, we're
is
the
listen.
oldest. Not the oldest,
Read
but
the
we're one of the
Quran.
oldest.
Look at this. Believers, do not take the Jews and the Christians for your allies. But here we have Cuck Charles the
Cat
Third,
Charles.
who's like, no, we are friends. Come hug me. It's like it's so embarrassing, isn't it?
Mm.
Listen to this pathetic speech by him. It's like a rejected dog who's
Yeah,
been
it's
discarded
horrible.
by his owner who doesn't want him, but the dog is still wagging his tail. It's like, please love me back. Listen to this.
It's horrible.
Why the wisdom and learning offered by a sacred tradition like Islam massive?
This is the wisdom.
I've
he's
never
talking about.
liked him. He's German.
Do not take the Jews and the Christians
German
for your
fucking
allies. What a,
bum.
I can go on and on about these pathetic verses from the Quran.
Meant to be Greek.
And if I may say so, why those who hold and strive to preserve their sacred tradition in different
well,
parts of the world
He's gone
have
5
every
straight,
reason
well.
to become more confident of their ground. The Islamic world is
That's
a
why I say gone
prosperity
past Hitler is the
one
fucking
of the
devil
greatest
poltergeist
treasures
in
of
charge. You
humanity
are the
with most
devil.
spiritual knowledge available to humanity.
You poltergeist,
It
mate.
is both
Evil.
Islam's noble heritage and a priceless gift to the rest of the world.
Evil.
And yet, so
Evil.
often,
Horrid.
that wisdom is now obscured
Horrible, man.
by the
It's horrible,
dominant
isn't it?
drive towards Western materialism.
You can't even read
The feeling
at
that
all.
to be truly modern, you have to ape the
And that was
West.
before we looked like he had cancer.
To counter that tendency, I've done what I can with my school of traditional
That was
arts
many
to
years
nurture
ago.
and support traditional
Oh.
sacred
Yeah.
craft skills, not
A
least
few
those
years
of
ago.
Islam, because they keep alive a perspective that we sorely need, even though
He
short-term
was younger
fashion
then.
deems them
And he's
irrelevant.
definitely under him.
As I said, like a rejected dog. Listen to
Yeah.
these Muslims. Look what they think about Islam. I read you the Quran, but if you want further clarification or further explanation on that, listen to these Muslims.
It is from our religion that we have to hate them for the sake of Allah. We love what Allah loves, and on the opposite of that, we hate what Allah hates. Let's not beat around the bush. We don't love each other. We're not on the same page. We are not friends. Does that make sense? We are enemies.
Very simple. No integration, no multiculturalism, no diversity, no tolerance. I've got my own deen, you got your own deen. You got your democracy, we got our own sharia. You got your own free mixing, we got our own nikah. Own cheating within the marketplace, your own credit cards. No, we got our own economic system. We got our own foreign policy. We got our own deen.
What can I say, guys? What can I say? We are being ruled and governed by cowards and traitors.
Yeah,
They have sold
King Charles.
themselves out. And again,
Charles down the
what
river,
makes
yeah.
it
I've been
all the
saying
more
that.
tragic is the fact that he is
To Islam.
the head of the Church of England. The Church of England that
Church of
Islam,
England sold us down the river,
not
mate, to
fanatic
Islam.
Muslims or this Muslim or that Muslim, Islam as an institution, as an idea, as a concept, as an ideology, hates
He's sworn on the Bible
and
and
wants to
he's sworn an
dismantle.
oath.
Isn't that treason? It's not just treason
Treason.
on behalf of your country, but it's also treason on behalf of your faith. As I said, he's the
Yeah.
he's the
It's in
He's
the
the head of
Bible. He has
the Church
sinned
of England.
the
And that's why
Bible.
the Pope
That
isn't
is
any good
sinning
either.
the Bible.
So I'm not wishing anything on anyone. Okay, I'm
Treason
just
is
saying
sinning,
that
and thank you
the
for
public
mentioning
can
the
see
Pope.
through
They
this.
both need heads
the
chopping off.
public can see,
Because
what
they are
he's
the
doing.
devil. They're the
And
ones
the
who keep
public
saying
can
the
see
same
what their leaders
messages
are
over
doing.
and over again for themselves.
and they're pushing the public
Yeah.
towards a tipping point. I don't know when that tipping point will come, but when that tipping point comes, then they're gonna forget who King Charles is,
Yeah.
who your prime minister is, who the government is. They're not gonna care. And I'm not.
No.
This is not me wishing something. I'm just simply telling you that has happened in history over and over and over again.
Well,
Whenever the ruling elite completely disregards the masses, when they stop listening to them, when they go after their way of life, their culture, their tradition, their religion, everything, when they go after it and they try to dismantle it because they're all Fabians for some reason, they want to create one uniform global world.
Well, there isn't one.
Good luck, first of all, trying to convince Muslims of that. Muslims are not going to let go of their Islam or their Islamic way of life.
Nope.
Good luck with that. I don't know which fool's paradise these idiots live in.
Nope.
They will fight for their way of life too. Because that's how humanity has always behaved. It's just these few handful of dogmatic ideologues. They think that they can tame the world. Again, they've been
Take
taming
your child,
the
dodging money
Westerners.
suitcases.
They've been taming the white man. Because the white man was the most
Islam.
civilized out of all of them. That's why it was easier to keep them contained. But for
Where
how long?
money
though?
came from.
For how long? You know? I read somewhere someone was saying in order to defeat the barbarians, you have to become a barbarian. Well, that's
not
what's
all of
happened
it.
throughout human history. I'm not saying that's what
It
should
came
happen.
from money
but that's
laundering.
that's what's happened throughout human history.
Into Islam,
Only a person
Qatar,
ignorant
Saudi
of history
Arabia.
would deny that. So these people
Saudi
can
Arabia.
keep antagonizing the natives. They can
And people
keep
brought it back.
gaslighting the
On a
Westerners,
plane.
whether you are in Australia or in the
suitcases.
UK or in Canada or America, France, Germany, all of our Western democracies have been going through this involuntary transition. Nobody signed up for this.
Yeah.
But because they had mortgages, they had their bills, so they kept their mouths shut. It's not going to stay like that forever. It just wouldn't happen. It's not going to happen. Forget it. People, they're pushing people against the wall, and when people have nothing left, then they come out and then they fight for what they believe in or what they think is truly theirs, to what they believe is worth defending, worth fighting for. Good luck. Good luck. Keep your cucking, but the British public are not going to cuck on your behalf.
Yeah. Thank you very much for that.